Yo, whether you watching from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, moviepilot.com, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, it's the new year, man. It's a celebration. It's a celebration, bitches. Old head Chappelle Show fans know what I'm talking about. You get the reference. Um, I got my 10 most anticipated movies of 2017. I got four honorable mentions instead of the usual three because man, they're just so much, man. So many movies look good, I couldn't narrow it down. And also, I think I did my 2016 list a disservice because there were movies like Jason Bourne, for example, who that didn't release any footage. I think even Rogue One too. That didn't release any footage. So like Rogue One, I kept as an honorable mention last year, but Bourne didn't make the list. And I'm not gonna slight myself this year. If I'm excited about it, it's on the list or it's an honorable mention, no matter what's released. My first honorable mention is Kong Skull Island, and the trailer has come out for this. Some posters have come out for this. Obviously, this movie looks cool, man. It is technically the second installment in the King Kong Godzilla universe. It's gonna establish King Kong. And I mean, it's got Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman. I mean, this movie looks really cool. I'm gonna catch hate, I know it. My second honorable mention is Logan. Um, cause just cause of everything else, like this could be 10. This could be number 10, but my number 10 is something that got low key got sentimental value to me. So like this looks like an X-Men movie like we've never seen before. James Mangold, the director of the Wolverine, comes back. Uh, from I mean that Johnny Cash song in the trailers, it fit, man. The tone looks crazy. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like mutants are dying off. Wolverine has scars. His instant healing ability is fading. Professor X is probably within his last hours. Like the trailers imply Professor X. I don't even want to say it, man. I mean, we still got McAvoy, man, but Patrick Stewart is the OG. And then I think another implication is that X-23, the little girl, is X-23 because Xavier tells him she's like you. So I mean, she's gotta have healing factor. She probably has adamantium claw or these movies have established that Stryker basically implanted the adamantium into him. So maybe she's got bone claws. But I've seen comic pictures and stills and frames of X-23. She has adamantium, so I don't know. I don't know. And after X-Men Apocalypse, they said Mr. Sinister was gonna be in this movie, but I'm not sure about that. I've heard since X-Men Apocalypse that he's not. My third honorable mention is Dunkirk. Now I'm not a war movie guy. Like man, war really happens, man. That shit is brutal, man. Like people, real superheroes that die in war don't get to come back, man. Like, man, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want no hate, but there is a really highly regarded war movie that I've never seen, but it also came out when I was like 12 years old. I'm a grown man. I could have bought it. I will buy it. I will eventually see it, but I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want that hate right now. We talking about the new year. We talking about new movies. Dunkirk. It's a new Christopher Nolan movie, man. Christopher Nolan has never let me down, and I don't intend on Dunkirk being a disappointment. I've recently got into more war movies. American Sniper, Lone Survivor, just to name a couple. The trailers, there's been like one teaser trailer and then one recently released longer trailer, and it looks great. I mean, fuck, man. Memento. I haven't seen The Following, but Memento, Insomnia, the Dark Knight trilogy, The Prestige, Inception, Interstellar, they're all great. Just like Quentin Tarantino, man, Christopher Nolan has not made a bad movie. Dunkirk is not going to be a bad movie. And my last honorable mention is The Fate of the Furious. This poster is whack. I really don't like it. Hopefully they release a better poster before April, like a full cast poster. But like this movie looks fun. If you want to go on story or acting or whatever technical aspect that snobby movie reviewers criticize movies on, these movies are horrible. I love them though. I love this series. I've had fun with this series ever since 2001. And what does Charlize Theron have on Vin Diesel? I never thought I'd see Vin Diesel turn his back on the family. Letty did in 6. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen a 4-year-old movie. Letty was with the bad guys in 6, but she had amnesia. What does Charlize Theron have on Vin Diesel that makes him go bad? And Kurt Russell just walking into the jail like, hey, Jason Statham, The Rock, you guys are partners now. Like, I know it's a trailer. I know there's other aspects that they're gonna, well, we'll use this against him and convince him to team with him, and then they'll do it. But the trailers just say, hey, work together. I don't buy that right now, but this movie looks fun as hell. Tyrese, why they shooting at me for? Ludacris was like, maybe because you in an orange Lamborghini. Hey, it looks fun. That wrecking ball, the tank, like this movie looks insane. I don't know how they can top the other ones though. I talked my ass off just on honorable mentions, man. So let's get into the actual list. At number 10, like I said earlier, this movie got sentimental value to me. It sounds weird. It's gonna sound weird, but my number 10 is Stephen King's It, the remake. They're fine. It's only part 1. It's only with the kids, and Bill Skarsgård is playing Pennywise. I haven't seen anything that he's been in. He's better, in my opinion, than Will Poulter. Like the guy in The Revenant, like the guy in We're the Millers, but I did not see him as Pennywise for the life of me. Tim Curry is borderline irreplaceable. Ben Mendelsohn, who played Daggett in The Dark Knight Rises, and he just played the main villain, the name slips me, in Star Wars Rogue One. He was rumored originally when Cary Fukunaga was doing this movie, and how he did True Detective. Like, that movie would have terrified. I would have been a 31-year-old grown man in the theater in the middle of September. I would have pissed myself in the theater, because that would have been a scary fucking movie. I've never seen Mama. Andy Muschietti, I think is how you pronounce his name, has been on Instagram posting pictures and getting fans hype. And I'm excited to see this movie, man. I saw the original when I was 4 years old on ABC in the middle of November, and it terrified. It still gives me chills. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I keep it real on my channel. That's what I do. I just revealed a deep, dark secret. Pennywise still creeps me out a little bit. I'm gonna see this movie, maybe by myself. Hopefully not, because I'm gonna be scared little bitch in the theater. But I'm excited because I've never read the book. I really want to read the book before the movie comes out. I hear that they're gonna be way more loyal. It's gonna be a better adaptation, and I want to see the performance. I'm not quite a huge fan of the look of Pennywise, but I'm not gonna not see the movie just because of how he looks. And just because he comes around every 28 years or so he's been around for generations. And probably he's been around since like Derry was established, and he just adapted like the colonial look of a clown or whatever. I mean, that's cool with me. I don't really like it, but I'm not gonna hate on it either. I can't wait to see the performance. I can't wait to see how the kids do. There's one thing I heard that's in the book that I want to see how they sidestep that part and see what they do instead. My number 9 is the next movie in the DC Extended Universe. My number 9 is Wonder Woman. I'm a comic head. I love comic book movies. So this might be a little low to you guys. Trailers, there's been, 2 trailers? And they both looked really good. My list is stacked. That's why this is so low. This has to be the Captain America First Avenger of the DC Universe. Gal Gadot in her limited vocal time in BVS was serviceable. She was good. The trailers look dope. Chris Pine looks like he's like, if Hillary Clinton is to get into the White House, Chris Pine is like Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is going to be the first man of the country. Chris Pine is going to be the first male love interest to a female superhero, being the first superhero movie, the first female superhero movie. You feel what I'm saying? I don't exactly know who the villain is. I'm not that familiar with Wonder Woman, and that's kind of why it's this low on my list. But I know Cheetah. She's been in a few of the DC original animated cartoons. I know the villain in this movie. She has like something's wrong with her face. She has a disfigurement, and I'm fingers crossed, man. I'm hoping for something really epic. At number 8, I got Thor Ragnarok. Another movie that you would assume would be higher, being at this MCU. This movie has to be epic. Like the first two Thor movies. Get on Letterboxd. Get on my MCU list video, whatever. Check my MCU list on whatever site. The Thor movies I think are good. I don't think either one of them are great. But they're both good. I'll rewatch before Guardians Volume 2. I'll rewatch the MCU again. But I mean, it has to be great. There's gonna be aspects of Planet Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is in this movie. Based on a recent post-credit scene, that character, I don't want to spoil nothing because maybe people haven't seen it yet. Another character, another hero should be in Thor Ragnarok. It's been 4 years now since the Dark World. Does what happened with Loki impersonating Odin on the throne? What happens with that? Ragnarok means the end of all things. This has to be an epic movie. Tika Waititi, I hope is how you say the director's name. I mean, he's got a lot on his shoulders. And this is my prediction is this is the movie where we get the last Infinity Stone. Because our nerds have narrowed it down to Idris Elba having the stone on his person. And I think in one way or another, Thanos is going to come to Asgard and he's going to snatch up a stone or two. At number 7, I got John Wick Chapter 2. Man, John Wick was one of my favorite movies of 2014. Like, I went in just expecting a cool little action movie. No, like, man, this movie was epic. Like, this dude was grieving his wife, and then some bums, Reek from Game of Thrones, come in and kills his dog and steals his car, and he wrecks shop, man. John Wick fucks shit up, and I expect nothing less from the sequel. This weekend, like this Valentine's Day weekend in February, has become like an untapped resource that's it's now starting to get tapped because of like Kingsman and Deadpool, and I'll even say the RoboCop remake come in on that weekend, and now John Wick about to be in there, and that's like the new hot weekend for dope action movies. And the trailers to this look great too. Like the story, it's a continuation. It's a second chapter. Keanu Reeves is back. Lawrence Fishburne is in this motherfucker. They brought back Ian McShane. I think Common might play, either Common or Ruby Rose plays the main villain, but I'm excited, obviously. At number 6, I got Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Was supposed to come out in June, and then Cars 3 released their trailer, their teaser, and that doesn't look half bad. Based off one little teaser, like, motherfuckers are getting way too hyped for Cars 3. But then Fox moved Kingsman to October. So, I mean, we got to wait a little longer, but Matthew Vaughn is coming back. Matthew Vaughn didn't come back for Kick-Ass 2, and he came back for this. So, I mean, that alone, like, I don't need to see a trailer. Taron Egerton is back. I think Mark Strong is back. They've added Julianne Moore, Channing Tatum, and Halle Berry. And I hope it's as fun and action-filled as the first movie. At number 5, I got War for the Planet of the Apes. Look, Rise was my favorite movie of 2011. And if it wasn't for X-Men Days of Future Past, Dawn would have been my favorite movie of 2012. Based off one trailer, this is going to be an epic trilogy. And I hope these movies do more than 3, just like the original series did. Andy Serkis is back as Caesar. The role, man, like you got Gollum, you got Kong, you got Caesar, man, like the king of mocap. Based on the trailer, man, the effects look better than the last movie, and those look state of the art. Andy Serkis was made to play Caesar, and Woody Harrelson looked like he went all in for this. He plays the human adversary. Like at the end of Dawn, the military was coming. When the military showed up, I'm assuming Woody Harrelson just started fucking shit up. And this movie, man, like this movie looks great. Based off one trailer, man, I'm hyped. I'm excited as fuck. Is it July yet? Number 4, I got Star Wars Episode 8. We ain't got no trailer. We ain't got no title. I just want to know what happens with Rey. I just want to know what happens with Rey, Finn, Poe, BB-8, motherfucker, Kylo Ren. I want to know what the next chapter brings them. I want to know what the next episode brings them. Because I was pleasantly surprised with The Force Awakens. I really, really liked, obviously, if you've seen my favorite movies of 2016, you know how much I liked Rogue One. I'm like Disney has the future of Star Wars mapped out, and I can't wait to see what they do. At number 3, I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, obviously. Because of the poster. Obviously, because of the poster. It's just this ragtag group of people who ain't really heroes, but now they're heroes, so they're going to do something bad, do something good, a little bit of both. And Baby Groot is trying to be the 2017 version of Dory, because Dory was the most adorable thing on screen last year, and this trailer got Lil Groot like, I am Groot. I am Groot. And Rocket's like, no. They've done 2 trailers. The one where Baby Groot is trying to blow everybody up, and then the first one where Star-Lord and Drax are talking about dancing, and Drax be like, man, you just need a girl that's as much of an idiot as you. And then you give him a hug even though he don't want one. But these movies are fun as hell. I can't wait to see how they use Kurt Russell's character. Because I'm not necessarily confused. I'm extremely curious. And Civil War is my favorite MCU movie. Shoot me if you will. I loved it. All 3 Marvel movies this year have the potential to knock it off. And, that brings me to my number 2, which is SpiderMan Homecoming. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel Comics superhero character, whatever. I love the first 2 Raimi movies. Spider-Man 3 is what it is. I like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. I don't hate them. Like, people hate these movies. I don't. I mean, I don't, like, they're not great. Like I said on Letterboxd when I was reviewing a Will Smith movie, I was reviewing Collateral Beauty. He's one of my favorite actors, maybe my favorite actor. But not every movie he does is great. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. Not all his movies are great. This trailer blew me away. Like, I talked to a few people. Most of them thought it was fine, but one of my boys loved it. Being Spider-Man's first solo movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just special to me. It's an event. His suit looks cool. The web wings. Vulture looks cool. Shocker looks cool. I thought the dudes robbing ATM was funny. You guys aren't the real Avengers. And then the John Hughes, like they said they were going to try to make a John Hughes superhero movie. You caught the John Hughes vibe when he's in school. He's a fucking nerd. Peter Parker is uncomfortable with himself. But as Spider-Man, he gets to be as badass as he wants to be. And to beat you over the head, hey, this is in the MCU. Iron Man's all throughout this trailer. The 5-10 minutes, whatever, in Civil War, that made Tom Holland my favorite Spider-Man. I'm sorry, hype beast, call me what you want. That's how much I loved it. In a whole 2 probably plus hour movie, I cannot wait. Like I said for Apes, is it July yet? And my number 1, man, my most anticipated movie of 2017. If you know me, you know what it is, man. My most anticipated movie of the year is Justice League. Just like last year was BVS. Like I said, if you've seen my favorite movies of last year video, you know it was my most anticipated, but it wasn't my favorite movie. And it didn't even make the top 10. But I still really liked it. And I'm not gonna hold nothing back, man. I don't hate, like, after BVS, all these nerds wanted to cry and fire Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder throwing so many Easter eggs that go over so many people's heads that he can be so comic accurate panel for panel that people don't get it. Like Warner Brothers better not do what they did to David Ayer and like force Zack Snyder to make this movie overly funny. Cause everybody has to have a Marvel movie. Society's so fucking soft that everything has to have a joke every 5 minutes. Like Batman's new suit looks dope as fuck. Call him Owlman from Watchmen if you want. Cyborg looks cool. Flash looks cool. Aquaman looks cool. That trailer, that Comic-Con trailer was dope as hell. I just want to see Superman. I need to see Superman in the black suit. I don't need a mullet. I mean, he can have a little something on the face, but Batman's my favorite character, but I'm so curious to see what they're gonna do with Superman, and I'm so like, how is it gonna build on the universe? Does it acknowledge Suicide Squad? Will it acknowledge the Wonder Woman movie, or how will the Wonder Woman movie connect, being the movie right before it? Will it set up or establish the next movies to come, which I think are the Flash and Aquaman, or the Batman solo? What part is Alfred gonna play? We're finally gonna see J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon? Like, how are the villains gonna be established? Like, and are they what's gonna be the Justice League base of operations? Are they gonna have this plane that I keep hearing about, or the Hall of Justice? Or I know they have a station up in outer space. Like, I'm so curious. I can't wait to see where the DC Extended Universe is gonna go. There are movies that come out in January: Live by Night, Patriots Day, The Founder, The Comedian. Movies that had minor releases, smaller releases in 2016, but they get their wider releases in January. And I did that with Hateful Eight last year. But those are movies that IMDb and Box Office Mojo have them as last year releases, but they get their widest release to the point where like small towns like me can go see them in the next year. So I count them as the next year, but I'm not going to put them on my list because, just to avoid confusion and to avoid nerds and nitpickers dropping comments, you know what I mean? But what movies are y'all looking forward to this year, man? List as many as you want. I just want to talk. Look for upcoming reviews for Underworld, Sleepless, hopefully Patriots Day, hopefully The Comedian, hopefully Live by Night. Blu-ray collection update is in the mix. My most anticipated and favorite my top 10 and top 3 of the year and fourth quarter are posted. NFL playoff video is on the way. My movie talk for February is still up in the air. I finished watching Shameless, and I was going to do my top 10 series after that, but I've decided I want to watch Fargo, I want to watch Better Call Saul, and I want to watch Power. So after I watch all 3 of those, I'll do my 10 favorite series. After I watch Martin, I'll do my favorite sitcoms. I just need a refresher on Martin. So my February movie talk, that's my point. My February movie talk is still in the air. By the end of February, you'll know what I'm doing. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch the credits. Peace.